Welcome back, trends lovers. Welcome back. So let's quickly dive right into the video that Dawn did after Stony went live. That's the live stream we are going to listen to. But before we do that, I want to quickly check our sound, and then I will just play this and let you listen to the kind of people that KORRA was supposed to be working with, their mindset, the kind of words that comes out of these people's mouth. This alone will let you know that right from the beginning, these people were already looking at KORRA somehow. A person, a black person that calls himself a black American, that's what Don calls himself, can comfortably use the word, oh, somebody from third world country, and your money is nothing compared to mine, and this and this and this, to the American dollar, and it shows you how they already looked at KORRA. Shows you how shallow these people were. I will play this. Okay, so our sound is good. Our sound is good. I wanted to quickly check the sound before. Please subscribe if you are just coming. We just finished the live stream on Entertainment Daily, where we just listened to everything that Dawn had to say about KORRA. Spoke about KORRA's family, and things like that. I'm coming. Let me just quickly say this. So if you want to catch up on that after listening to this, you can go to Entertainment Daily. I'll put the name on the screen, and you can go and listen to the part 3 of the video that Stony just did. Stony talked about KORRA's kids and all of that. That will be that. So after Stony did that video talking about how KORRA was rubbing on Dawn when she was not in the studio, talking about how KORRA, when her father, Stony's father, came around, KORRA was bending over, how KORRA was jealous of her because they took KORRA to several parties and people were hailing Stony and nobody knew KORRA, and she and Dawn noticed it. All of the nonsense. After she finished that yesterday, Dawn took to his own page to start spewing his own hate. When somebody have this mindset, when you have this mindset, like Dawn is just constantly plotting. You can hear him responding to people's comment, talking about he's collecting more evidence. They are preparing for this. They are going for that. I'm not even going to waste your time too much. I'm going to go pull the video out. This is 2 minutes, 3 minutes now into this live stream. Welcome. If you're just coming, please like the live stream. Give us a thumbs up. Let me go over and pull the video. I will allow you people to listen to what Dawn has to say, and then you will know the level of hatred, the manipulation. So going to KORRA was just to use KORRA, but it did not work, because if you could look at where she comes from and refer to it as third world country, because that's what they sold to you. You living in a country where you have to sleep with one eye open, you think that you have arrived. Talking about if somebody wants to talk to you, they should not talk to you in pidgin, they should use English. You don't even have language. That is one country that does not have a language. How many times will I say it? The English you speak, is it yours? 99.999% of the words you have in the so-called English that you're telling people to, if you want to insult me, speak English, speak English. It is not yours. You remove all the Greek words that are in English, there is no language left, because you will not have 10 words left. You can't make a sentence with just 10 words. And out of that 10, you can also pick out some other words that are from other countries too, like maybe French, and name it. So you don't have a language. Same cannot be said for KORRA. So the continent that you're looking down on and referring to as third world country, you know how stupid people sound when they use these words? Do you know how foolish you sound? You are doing a live stream holding a phone. That phone, your computer, and everything you use what they use, what is inside that iPhone you're using, and your laptop and everything is gotten from the same continent where you refer to. The gold that you wear and pretend that where are those things coming from? But when you are foolish, you stand and you talk nonsense. If you could think the way you're thinking, talking about speak English, you don't have a language. You don't. You do not have a language. Take your phone and Google what you speak and you call a language. It is 99.9% of Greek language, because all the words there, more than 90% of the words you use every day are Greek words. Remove them, you have nothing to speak. You will not be able to communicate. So if anybody should be sorry for themselves, it should be you, done, because you have no language. You don't have means of communication. You don't have an identity, nothing. You are just an idiot that thinks that you have arrived. But of course, with this, and that's why I said people should allow them to talk. When people talk, they will show themselves. You show your stupidity. You want to boast with American dollar. Have you been able to sleep with both of your eyes shut in that country where you are, the way other people sleep where they're from? He's a very foolish person. I see someone is there. Sunshine Charles is here. Welcome, Sunshine Charles. Charles said, I don't understand why they're after KO. When KO, when is her fans answering them? The loser is manipulating them. How can KO be jealous of Stony? Dawn is making content on what the haters are commenting. Dawn does not have any haters. Justin does not have any haters. They only have people that are calling them out on their bullshit. And Don is so stupid, him and Stony, to think that they can defend Justin, not knowing who Justin is. If you are a man or a woman and you can defend a man or a woman that after their marriage ends, they open their mouth to tell you that they wish death upon the other person, you must be a very evil person. So you see this Don that is pretending that he is something. Don and Stony are two very evil set of human beings, and they should be ashamed of themselves, and their family members need to be ashamed of them. So if Don is looking at KORRA as somebody that is coming from third world country, where is Stony coming from? Stony is from Cape Verde. She said it with her own mouth that her mother is from Cape Verde. I don't know where Stony's father, but I believe before tonight, for all the things she have said, by today, before today will run out, we will know where Stony's father is from. Originally, we will know. So Stony passes herself because she was born and raised in America. She's an American. KORRA, that is also an American citizen. KORRA is not an American. It amazes me how people that when you trace down with their DNA, none of them can actually say we were here first. Even the Indians that were there, it's just that they arrived there first. If you check, you will find out where everybody that is in that country, where they are coming from. You can trace down back to their ancestors. And today, foolish Don that does not know his left from his right, does not know his history, has nothing. So KORRA is from a third world country. Where is Stony from? The foolish Stony working with this kind of idiot to have this mindset. She will not go far with this kind of producer. She needs to change this kind of producer. Because if she thinks that the insult is only for KORRA, Stony, it is for your mother too. It is for you, because your mother carried you in the stomach for 9 months and your mother is from Cape Verde. So if Dawn is sitting down on live stream on Facebook referring to your content as third world countries, it means that that's how he sees even you. The day you will not do what Dawn wants, that day you will see all your secret will be outside. So let's go into the video. I'll allow it play for you people to listen. Give me a second. Let me see. Why? What's going on? Hold on. Oh, Okay. My Bluetooth is on. Hold on. Let me turn it off.
America has a lot of reach globally. So,
Okay,
you
just
know,
started.
Cotton Candy, hello, how are you? I love when you guys come into my live stream. It makes me feel good. I'm really just kind of not even doing a recap, just more of like a kind of a gratitude and kind of a gratitude live. And also,
But KORRA doesn't even have the song on her YouTube also. So what are they still mad about? That they continue with this propaganda, ganging up with Justin and all these haters that are telling them to go to tall building here, report this one here, report that one there. Like, just the Dawn is so foolish. And the Stony, I want to believe she's a child, well, not really a child. She's 25. She should know better, but I don't know how she was raised.
hey Jeanette, hey Jan, how are you? Miss Tammy, hello. Kind of a gratitude live. I'm gonna make coffee. I'm gonna be hot, so I start sweating. Good night, Violet. Shannon, hello. Um, yeah, there's there's a lot of people who are very upset, and
Nobody is upset. People are just noticing your stupidity.
if I said rightfully so, I'd be lying. They're not rightfully upset. Hey, Lynn. Because yeah, that's not true. There's a lot of people who are defending this person blindly. Hey, Amanda. Amanda, you're one of my favorites.
Do you notice how they will always tell you that you're defending KORRA blindly, but they are actually the ones defending Justin blindly because there is so much evidence online showing the kind of person Justin is, how Justin betrayed everybody that stood by him. Yet they said he's the good one.
It's great to
I'll
see
leave
you.
you all to listen. Let me go.
Yeah, exactly, Elizabeth. I know, I know, and let me tell you, that Jan, that sometimes the trash takes itself out. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta give it a little time to get nice and funky. You know, this this mob wasn't built in a day, and it won't take a day to unravel it. However, those of you who are in the know, hey Nikki, how are you? Those of you who are in the know and realize that the unraveling has begun. So, but if any of you have ever played with a ball of yarn, you know that takes time. So, this mess is not the easiest to unravel. So, we let it play out. We love authentic Stoney. Yes, we do. And we are going to protect her in all the ways that we can. But these people like to play psychological games because they hope that it will break you. And they see that it's not breaking Stoney. And so they're trying to double down by talking about Stoney's father's successful businesses. That's interesting. That's an interesting way of trying to attack someone. I mean, at some point, most businesses either consolidate or sell. So, hi, Patricia. So that happens. But, I mean, I appreciate them for giving the spotlight on the fact that Papa Stoney has been a businessman ever since he left the police force. That's great. Thank you for doing that. It's not my business to tell all of his businesses, but I would like to express that I am rather proud of him for all of the good business that he's done, and that he is currently undertaking new ventures that are also going to do well. And primarily the brand of Doug that he did which I think at one point was a direct competitor of Fubu. It was amazing. So yeah, I'm very proud of Papa Stoney. And maybe we will revive the Doug brand. Also, I heard someone interesting, who I'm not going to give any credit to, say that why haven't I taken Stoney to Live Nation? I took Stoney to Live Nation before we met KORRA, and I took Stoney to Live Nation after we stopped talking to KORRA. As a matter of fact, we started our year off by going to Live Nation. I just don't broadcast everything because I don't have to. When you have access to enter certain spaces, you don't need to show everybody. Just like Stoney and I will feed the homeless, but we're not putting cameras in people's faces to show that we're helping people. You know what I mean? Because not everything's a camera op. Not everything's an opportunity to try to monetize, to just show people that we are helping people for the sake of getting money from it. I've helped a lot of people. A lot of people. There are a lot of people who come in my stream who I've helped. And there's a lot of people who have helped me along the way. Javante, hello, Denise. How are you? Thank you, Meredith. We all are. And I think what these people don't understand is, one, it's like in America, in the American system, in the American music system, one, you have to have, and this is not, let me just make this very clear. Thank you, Angela. Yeah, Sony is fire, absolutely. There's like 4 important elements to being a superstar, okay? And I believe Sony has all 4. The first element is a certain look. There is a certain personality type, and then there is talent. Those are the first 3 elements. The last element is luck. And luck kind of boils down to how prepared you are and your level of connection. Hey, Sam Jack, how are you? So if you don't have those things, if you don't have preparation and connection to get opportunities, you don't get it. So, and this is a conversation I had with a mentor of mine.
Busy talking about looks. People that are successful, we've seen people with different looks that have been able to make it well in the music industry. So Don doesn't even have a clue, the slightest clue of what he's talking about. Talking about looks, a certain look. What do you mean a certain look? Are you saying all the artists in America, they all look the same? From A to Z, all the women look the same, all the men look the same. There is no sense in what he's saying, but let's just say he likes to favor people with certain looks. And because Stoney was born in the US, he looks at Stoney as more of an American than KORRA. Do you understand? Because it's just been how many years KORRA has been in the United States. So, of course, if it's like, oh, KORRA was already an adult before KORRA came into the States, even if KORRA was maybe born in Nigeria and then brought in when she was like 5, 6, 7 years old, and she grew up till now in the United States, he probably would look at her with a different eyes. But now he's looking at her as, oh, full-blown adult coming in here. Then you just really thought that you could toss her around and do all of that because in your mind, where she comes from, she will not know. You're too smart. That's the mindset that a lot of people living in this US have. Because the same thing, when that iShow Speed went to Africa too, the kind of TikToks I was seeing, I was shocked. I had to even do a video about them. Like, why are people shocked? In 2026, you're shocked that Africa looks like this. You are shocked that people have phones. You are shocked that people drive beautiful cars. You are shocked that people live in giant houses. Are you out of your mind?
He's a massive executive, and he told me the same thing. So I wholeheartedly believe in Stoney and what she has going on, to the point that I have introduced her to basically everybody who's anybody in the street in Los Angeles. Even they're reporting my account. No, Wendy. There's reasons behind that, but no, we're not going to do any televised TV shows. Not that there's not an opportunity for that, but contractually it doesn't make sense. I don't want to say too much on here, but yeah. So, my whole thing is like, okay, if we're telling our truth, and not just our truth, but the objective truth, if we're telling the objective truth, and we can, thank you, Sam Jack, thank you, and we can back those up with videos that are on her page as well as ours, and text messages, why are these people so disbelieving? You have to be, maybe you're under the spell of the witch coven, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand those things. But the ball is rolling on both sides. Hey Zara, how are you? Thank you for joining. Zara and I randomly, I think accidentally followed each other at one point, and then we just continued to follow each other. We've been around for each other for years. Yeah, Stockholm Syndrome for sure. And it does expose them, because now it's like, okay. So, all right, here's my belief. Kiwan, what's up, brother? My belief is that there are many people, not in the U.S. I mean, the majority of the people that follow this person live not in the U.S. And so I believe that for them, because of their living situations, they look to this person as God, or at least God adjacent. And because not many people make it out of there, the few that do get elevated to some kind of godlike status. Hey Sharon, how are you? And
this is how you identify a foolish person from the US. When you hear this type of statement, you know that this is a foolish person from the United States of America. How do you claim that you have everything? You people are the best, and you know nothing. You know nothing. It baffles me. You just parade yourself. I'm an American, I'm an American, I'm an American. We will not hear word. Nobody will drink water and drop their cup. Yet you just somehow think that people have horrible living situation. If anybody have horrible living situation, it's actually you and the country where you're living. I can't imagine waking up every morning, sending my children to school, and then I cannot even have peace of mind. I just cannot imagine that there are some parts of a nation where I cannot even as an African living here in this country, I can walk and move into anywhere I want to move into. I go running all by myself in the mountains and just be in the forest by myself, and I'm not worried about one lunatic looking for a way to unalive somebody. The highest number of serial killers in the world are from where you're living in. All them join Wayne Gacy, what is his name? Ted Bundy, all of them. When you want to describe a place with 99.9% mad people, is there you would mention first. So the fact that he thinks that people have living situation that is bad in a continent that you've never visited, you've never even bothered to, you don't even need to visit. Nobody needs bad blood like you. You have a phone that you can do a little bit of research. This rubbish that I see behind you, You know, it just baffles me the way people think. It really shocks me. This idiot, people, idiotic human being like this done now. Tomorrow, so look, I'm wearing this expensive, I'm carrying expensive leather bag, expensive this. The best of leather is coming from the country where KORRA is. So all those designers bags and everything you're going to Paris, you're going to Italy, going to Europe to buy, all those things are being taking raw materials from Africa out. The same iPhone you're using. So thanks to the same motherland that you refer to as third world country, you will not have that rubbish you have in your hand calling iPhone. Or those stupid computer that you use to mix nonsense music that will never pick up. So when you hear foolish people talk, you just want to just ask yourself, what do they teach in American schools? I need somebody to honestly answer me this question. What do they teach in, because that's the one country I've seen that raised the most ignorant people. The number of people that are ignorant about what is happening around the world is too many. A lot of them live in this bubble that they think that they are the only ones that are here. No wonder they have a president that thinks he can take anything. He wants Iceland, he wants Greenland, he wants this one, he wants that one. Everything belongs to America. What are they feeding you people? Complete nonsense in your schools. What do they teach you people? And I will not even blame only the school system, because after you finish from school, what? You don't try to educate yourself? You don't try to know what's happening around the world? See foolish Don talking about people's living situation. Like this mumu, where you get root? You know where you from? Abi you just a fly around like dry leaf for autumn. Foolish son of a foolish parent.
And then it's hard to believe that somebody that you essentially worship could do wrong, right? Because they've essentially been perfect since you've been following them. And they've made it out. And they're successful in your eyes. But these people don't understand. Success is not measured by the amount of followers that you have. Like, I'll tell you this, like the people that work at Hive, the vast majority of them don't have more than 1,000 followers.
Lies.
The big film producers that we know, they don't have more than 2,000 followers. Huge film producers, names that you will see in the back in the credits of movies. So, I've met people out here who are in massive movies. I have a friend who is the bad guy in the movie The Accountant, both Accountant 1 and 2, and he does not have a huge following. But he works with Ben Affleck, and he's a star. Like by all rights, he's a star. And so these names, a lot of these names, and then they're like, well, you were nobody. Okay. But name me 10 producers that you know right off the top of your head. Maybe you find a couple like a Quincy Jones or a Teddy Riley, but even in most circles, those names aren't known. Most producers are not well known. Deborah, I will not answer that on live stream. Most producers are not well known. And even the ones that are well known, quote unquote, are still not well known. Like, it's just not a thing. So if you got introduced to me through KORRA's page, okay, congratulations. I wasn't trying to be famous, but here I am with a following now and a fan base, and I'm here. She wanted me to be here, just by the way. So that's on her. But I guess she didn't see it under these circumstances where I would be telling the truth. And the truth does hurt. And that's okay. Just know that the internet works both ways. So if you are exposing people, if you're doxing them, as we call it, just remember the internet works both ways. And I did mention I used to work in IT. And I'm sure you'll see this. I'm sure. Be sure that you will know that you heard it here first. And let me just say, we don't have any hate for anybody at all. There's absolutely zero hate. As a matter of fact, we love people, which is why we were trying to help in the first place, right? Now that we've established that and just by the way, the people who were like, oh, a lot of them go viral because of you. Yeah, it did. If you go back and look at her lava video, the original one that's shot by my pool where she's wearing the bathing suit, she tagged me as the videographer in the credits. So to those of you who think that's not true, pretty sure the video is still up. Pretty sure my name is still on it, unless she edited it. But she did tag me in that video because I shot it. I shot it on a Canon EOS R at my pool. Is Dr. Dean here? I didn't see him. Dr. Dean, what's up if you're here? So yeah, and Stony edited it because she has a film degree from USC. Who else edited the video? Who else would have edited the video? Silly. I mean, really, just incredibly silly. April, I think, again, there's a lot of misconceptions about how the music industry actually works. I just want to tell you guys a secret that you probably don't know about the music industry. You don't actually have to be a good singer. So, I mean, and that's just the fact. I mean, it's definitely helpful. It's definitely a great thing. But like, as we can see in the past, I don't know, 15, 20 years, you don't have to be a good singer. You don't have to be a great singer. I lucked out and got a good singer. So, with a great personality, I lucked out. So, yes. Yeah, I've seen that, Sherry. My followers are climbing. It's a byproduct of me going live. It's not something that I actually crave. I do check it.
Yeah, sound like Justin.
I told Stoney this 1,000 times. I never wanted to be famous. And this is not fame, just by the way. Stoney is a great singer. Thank you. She is. Yeah, thank you. I am Jacqueline. We're not letting up. So all of the hate, all the people talking about, oh, we're coming for you, we're doing this, we're doing that. I've seen some of their death threats. You don't scare me. You don't scare me. You don't scare me.
So people are asking him what they're going to do. He's like, we're not letting out. I'm not talking about that on the live stream. So that means it's possible that Justin must have already created a private group or this done, and they are all in there plotting and planning on what they're going to do. But it will be nice to see the end result of this nonsense. It will be amazing.
Stony is absolutely the whole package, and she's doing great in every metric. And we're building. We are building, guys. And there's definitely more music to come. I mean, the thing is, we do so much music. We do so much music. We have so much music that we're still sitting on that we just haven't dropped yet.
Yeah.
And there might be some surprises. You never know. Again, those of you who know, you know. Those of you who don't, okay. Look at this person. Can't imagine how that goes. No, it's definitely an uphill battle if you're fighting alone. But luckily for us, we're blessed to have incredible support systems, and we're blessed to have each other. And so, because of that, you know, we fight the good fight. And that takes time. It takes energy, it takes effort. from everybody involved. And we're going to keep going. We're not going to stop. We're not going to stop fighting the good fight. We're going to stand up to bullies. We're not going to allow them to hurt us or other people. We're mentally tough. And we're ready. Yes, we are blessed to have Dr. Justin Dean. Thank you so much for, giving us the platform by which Stoney can reach a little higher. And
he said they are blessed to have Justin. That will be your downfall. Mark it on this date, Wednesday, the 18th of March, 2026. That plan that you're planning and where you're taking it to, your downfall will be this Justin and all his supporters that are pushing you people to make these private plans. Don't worry yourself. You go red. When it's set, your eye go clear. Mr.
dig a little
America.
deeper. We're very, very grateful for that. Because it's not easy. There are a lot of elements to this whole thing. It's not something that just happens overnight. And I get that. So, building a fan base isn't easy. And I totally respect that. I don't understand. I don't understand that either. So, the guys, to the folks in the back who speak pidgin, if you don't mind, could you translate in English if you're going to try to insult me? Because, it doesn't even have any effect.
Yeah, the
I can't
English that is
understand
not
it.
your
It has
language.
no effect whatsoever. At least if you want to try to offend me, it'd be helpful if you use somewhat proper English. Because otherwise, I'm just I don't even know what you said. I can't even laugh at you.
It's very funny when you have some of these Americans talking about, you can even use proper English. Have you heard the main people that have the language, the English people laughing at you people when most of you speak? Because you twisted their language upside down and called it proper English. Go and speak it where the people from England let them laugh at you, Mr. Proper English. Nonsense. Idiot. You know get language, you know the shame.
I know that hurts, but again,
nothing hurts. You don't have a language. Something as simple as a language you don't have. The whole of your country and no get language.
My mug on the kind of day. Today feels like a mug with my mug on it kind of day. Nice straight, baby. Because this coffee is hot. So, coffee is hot. I also find it very interesting that people who, again, respectfully, people who live in a third world country,
when they want to insult you, they say respectfully.
Someone who lives in one of the most expensive places on the planet. That doesn't even close to make sense. When you're
most expensive place in the world, a country that only survived by stealing. When you hear America, you know that is thievery. You hear no country has stolen as much as that country has ever stolen in their life. So if you have money, you think whatever you think you have was stolen from other people. Okay? They live on top of other people work, other people sweat. Now make people they crazy. They wake up every day with evil spirit. They go shoot for school.
Money is literally a tenth of
now we be thief like say tomorrow.
The US dollar. It doesn't make sense to make fun of someone who lives in the heart of Hollywood. You know what I mean? Just kind of gotta make it make sense. Kind of. I mean, you don't have to.
It's funny that he talks about, I live in the middle of Hollywood. No big deal. Now they drink blood like vampire. And then he talks about witchcraft and how he cannot understand. All of the things you're talking is right there in front of you. Your country is the one leading in blood drinking vampires. No? Now, being a person won't tell you about what they happen for na Hollywood. Don't fire you there.
I understand that logic sometimes escapes you, but you kind of gotta make it make sense. And I use a French press to make coffee. Not because I'm French, but because I'm bougie. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Conrad Kaufman, who put me on to good coffee beans. Thank you, kind sir.
You see the foolish human being that is laughing and mocking Africa. But at the same time, without Africa, you, America, you will not know, or anywhere in the world will not know what coffee is. Foolish idiot, go and educate yourself. Coffee is an African drink, not an American, not anywhere else. So be drinking African drink and be laughing and mocking African. You be mumu, we no get sense. Okay? If you no, go and educate yourself. Trace back when people from Ethiopia started doing their coffee events, festival, and all of that. The rest of you in the world didn't even know what coffee was. You idiot.
He changed my life with good coffee. Yeah, guys, I don't expect to stop. I'm not expect. I'm not going to. So they can be angry, they can kick, they can scream, and they can post screenshots and try to dox people, but the internet works both ways, and it's forever. Thank you, Vinny. Internet works both. My page. Oh, thank you, Foxy. It was a gift. Yeah, I just find it really sad that people who, like, you don't know the American music system, and you don't know.
Isn't it a shame that you're an American and nobody still knows you?
American celebrities, but then you try to tell me that I'm not connected to certain people. I just find that interesting, especially when the person that you're following, the one person that you're following, has never headlined a show in her country. Stoney literally headlined a show at one of the most prestigious locations in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, in West Hollywood. I mean, a place where John Legend has performed, Alicia Keys, Halle Bailey, just a host of people, Robin Thicke. So many people have performed there. It is a very difficult place to get into. And Stoney headlined a show there. And yet you want to say that this person is a bigger artist. Deuce, what's up, bro? You can't say that the other person.
Don't brag so much about connection he has, everything he has, and all of that. But he cannot use that to make Stoney's videos to go viral. How many people are viewing Stoney's videos on all the platforms that you're posting it? You are the producer. You are the one managing her. You're such a horrible producer and a horrible manager. That's just who this Don is.
He's a bigger artist. You can say they're bigger. They have a bigger following, which is, I don't know the legitimacy of the following, but hey, we'll go with that. You can say they have a bigger following, bigger artist. Let's compare. Oh yeah, Stevie Wonder has performed there too. Absolutely, you are right, Margaret. We have an artist who literally gets paid to do shows and has done shows in Hollywood versus a person who has not done any shows in Hollywood and who has not gotten paid. And just by the way, at her headlining show, one of the biggest Black American celebrities comes out and says, "Everybody say Stoney," and the other person hasn't had that. You know what I mean? Don't forget to purchase your Stoney mugs, just by the way. Don't forget to purchase your Stoney mugs. They're still available. So yeah, like that just, some things don't equate to me. I mean, maybe I'm crazy. But some things don't equate. Oh, and to the very, very silly person who is like, those look like Dr. Justin Dean's mics. You know that they didn't stop making mics when Dr. Dean purchased his, right? Like, they make more mics. Like, they're absolutely, like, Amazon has continued to sell lab mics. I'm just like, some things just, you guys just don't make sense. Yikes. My goodness. Like, make it make sense for us. Yeah. Stoney gets introduced. She has to call out her own name. There's a difference. And every time Stoney has performed, and mind you, again, gotten paid, somebody else introduces her. So, you know what I'm saying?
It's amazing how this guy called Don thinks that nobody can break into the American music industry right from outside America. We have the likes of Burna Boy and Davido. They were not raised, but at least Burna Boy from the UK went back home, started doing music, and today he's all over. Burna is all over performing. So if you think that you're born and bred in the US, you're the only person that is going to break into your so-called American music industry, you will be disappointed when it will happen for KORRA.
Okay, well, hey, listen, I didn't ask anyone to be here. People showed up, and I'm grateful for them showing up. But if you wish to not be here, the exit button is easy. There's an X button up there somewhere. You can just go on your merry way. You can also easily find the block button and block me. So that way I am not tormenting your poor tortured souls. Guys, I really find it funny that they actually admitted to being witches. I find it fascinating. And I wanted to go live a lot this week, but we had some other business to attend to. But like, on the one hand, you say KORRA is blessed by God, she's God's child, this and that. And then you come out and say, we're witches. And we're releasing the witches on you. I mean, you guys were definitely doing mental gymnastics before, but this is elite level stuff. I'm talking ancient Chinese ninja gymnastics. Like, this is insane. Shout out to the ancient Chinese ninjas. Really crazy work. KORRA is blessed by God, and you're the devil, but also we're witches. Okay. I mean, just guys, help me out. KORRA is blessed by God. You're the devil.
You know how he just wants to pretend that he knows nothing about witchcraft and all this kind of thing. Somebody mentioned it now. He's freaking out, and this is somebody in Hollywood. I leave it there. Y'all know the story. There is nothing to say. They literally drink blood in that Hollywood where he is. And then he's here talking about people claiming to be witches.
But we're witches. I'm trying to wrap my mind around the cognitive dissonance here. And I've been thinking about this for days. It doesn't make sense. When did God bless witches? When did the good
Epstein file came out. We were hearing they were eating even human children and this and that. This foolish human being is busy talking about something else.
book ever like advocate for witchery? I'm just, for me, at least in my Bible, I don't think it's in there. I didn't look for it, but I have read the Bible 3 times fully, and then I went back and studied it. So when my brother is working on his doctorate in theology, what do I know? Maybe somewhere in there there's a blessing for witches. I don't know. to be the boss of the witches. Boss witch. B plus, never mind. I'm sorry. That was too far. Anyway, I'm just saying that you can't claim one and the other simultaneously. You got to pick a side. Got to pick a side, man. Pick a side. And if you're a witch and okay. You claim to be Christian, but you also claim to be a witch. And then you also claim that you're on the side of right. Hi, Laura. How are you? You claim to be a witch. You claim to be Christian. And then you claim to be on the side of right. Has anybody ever heard those three things go together? It's like eating a peanut butter and jelly with motor oil sandwich. Like, just, man, all three of these shouldn't be in the same place at the same time. You know what I mean? Peanut butter, jelly, and motor oil. One of those things should go. Anyway, I digress on that point. I'm trying my best, guys. Again, I've been very tame. Very, very tame. Yeah. So, we appreciate your attendance. I'm sure the coven will have this live stream at some point. They continually post the screenshot of me saying we're going to go live and talk about, the song, which is stupid and irrelevant most of the time. And I told them later on, hey, look, I was covering for KORRA, which is what you do when you care about a person. They don't even understand that. It's only, their way or the highway, apparently. Hey, maybe, their way or the dirt road. Too much? Maybe. Thank you, Jagoda. I think that's how you say it. PBJ and motor oil. Yes, Jan. Yeah. The cognitive dissonance kills me. But, what don't come out in the wash will come out in the dry. Surprised Donut Church is still standing. Somebody has to put me on to what this Donut Church is, because I'm confused and also very entertained. Jesus Christ, Sherry, that's insane. Yeah, so to those of you who are in the know, things are progressing. And again, it takes time to unwind this ball of yarn. Hello, Waga. That's how you say it. Hoodoo, voodoo, yes. And that's all it is. And it's designed to intimidate and to scare people. And I don't think they understand that. Bar karaoke and carnivals is wild. They don't understand that we're not backing down. We've come too far already. You want to mention us in a disparaging light? We will tell our story. We will tell it at our pace. We will talk to the people. We're going to love on the people that love on us. And we will fight fiction with fact at every turn. That's insane, Sam Jack. Hey, Julie. We will fight fiction with fact every time, above all other things. So
when you hear all this nonsense, you will think that KORRA is fighting them, or KORRA is out there doing videos bashing them the way they are bashing her. She's not even responding to them. She's just doing her thing. What's the worst thing they're going to do? file a lawsuit? How did all the lawsuits that Justin filed went? Okay.
Yes, you do. I mean, we were there. Those of you who were saying, "Oh, you can't talk about this, you can't talk about that." Why? Why? Why can't we talk about it? She talked about everything. Ran her husband's name into the ground, destroyed this lady's business. And I feel really bad for all the victims of this person. Can you order mugs? Yes, you can. I hope somebody can put the link in the comment.
Really? That's the story that Justin told you, that she ran her name to the mud. And you could not go to Facebook to search for videos of KORRA running Justin's name down to the mud and search for Justin running KORRA's name down to. These people are not just ignorant, they are deliberate. They know what they're doing. Because just a small search on Facebook will pop up all the videos and everything that Justin has said.
If not, hit me later. I did not save the link into my live stream, but you will get it. Okay, Kimberly, since you want to be named, if it's redundant and baseless or based off emotions, then why is there video evidence of KORRA wrapping her legs around my neck? Why is there video evidence of most of this? Why is there video evidence of her going to Live Nation? Why is there evidence on her own page that we shot the lava video? Why is there evidence of the fact that my name is literally in the credits for the Greatest Bend Over song that I reproduced as a cover for her? Why make this make sense? If I am nobody, why did KORRA want to be around me? She doesn't go around nobody producers. She doesn't go around no name producers. Why would she want to be around me? Why is there so much over?
What kind of weird question is this? Why KORRA wants to be around you? Both of you are working together. Where is she supposed to be? Be in her house and be doing the voicing while you're on the studio doing the. I don't understand. Sunshine said, why don't he focus on boasting about himself and his celebrity and ignore KO and show how good they are? They have a mindset of kids, including their master. Try not to post their videos, just comments. No, people need to hear them. You know why? Because if you remember, these other set of women that came out and were bashing KORRA, calling KORRA names, saying all sort of for many years, and then later had issues with Justin. Most times when you go back to their channels, you will not see those videos. They either delete it or privatize it. So when you talk about it, there will not be any evidence. But when you react properly, the way I'm doing right here, you cannot even copyright this because this is a reaction and I'm doing a proper reacting to what he said. Do you understand? By playing it, pausing it, and talking. So my video and his video is not the same. Do you understand? So when people like him want to lie, and if he in the future discovers who Justin is and Justin gets to betray them, and he will now deny that he did not say that KORRA ran down, for example, now that he said KORRA ran down the husband's name, destroyed another person's business. By the time that maybe KORRA's team is looking for this evidence, if this guy would take KORRA to court first, he might go and privatize all those videos. But when other people have reacted to it, they will have it available, because you cannot come and tell me to delete my channel. Do you understand? Done, or this I cannot say delete this video. No. And there are several, and even if I delete, they cannot tell all the bloggers to delete what they have said. You have said it, you made it public, it's now public. It is not private. So we're not digging into their personal life. We're repeating what they have said. We're sharing so people hear how they sound. So Justin tells you that KORRA ran his name down to the mud, destroy somebody's business. You didn't do your research. You didn't hear from the KORRA, but you're running with that same story online. Is that not you defaming the person for something you don't know about? Because KORRA put all her story in the book. Justin was the one that did several videos. Justin was the one that said he would not rest until KORRA is 6 feet below. All of those evidence are on Facebook, but yet Don and Stony want to pretend like they don't know. In the Freda that is in his comment section, and also in the comment section of Stony, the video she did should still be in her page that she did late last year, insulting Justin and KORRA. Before, it was only KORRA she was insulting. When Justin betrayed Freda, Freda came out and started insulting him and calling him names. The same thing happened to this other person. So it is good that people hear them. So when you're talking, because if you talk about people like maybe he didn't make that statement, maybe he didn't say that you people are blowing things out of proportion. That's why most times we repost the videos that they have made, so you will hear from the horse's mouth.
Maybe it's just your cognitive dissonance, if you know what that word means. Maybe it's just you. Yes, and a victim is someone who has been abused by someone else. Abused, mishandled, mistreated. Someone who was on the receiving end of something bad. Were we on the receiving end of something good? No.
I agree. Anybody that is standing on the truth, there is no need to comment on there's nothing you will say to them that will ever get to them. They've already made up their mind how they want to grow their pages, what they want to do, how they want to insult her. It will not change.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking about it. And we moved on. Why can't you guys just move on? We did. We literally did. For months, we said nothing to anyone about anything, and we still tried to protect her. For months. Let's not pretend like we didn't. And then let's not pretend like she didn't get on live stream and say, you and my friends Donna and Stony, how they just evaporated into thin air. Oh, Stony, I looked over at her page one day, and there's all the people that hate me were camped out on her page. And please just block them. Just. Am I making this up? And that's not perceived. These are real things that happen. That's not a perception. It's not a perception. Yeah. A perception is a perspective, a point of view. This is not a point of view. These are real things that really happened, that people were around for. There's video, text messages, phone calls, and all the other things that will corroborate this. Because if I was lying, I know I'd be at risk for a case for defamation. The reason KORRA can't sue us for defamation is because, drum roll please, we're telling the truth. So go give her your money. Somebody told me they were going to give her $5,000 so she could sue us for defamation. And I was like, that's stupid. You're going to waste your money. And if it's 5,000 naira, well, I mean, even if it's $5,000 in the state of California, to acquire an attorney starts at 20. So you're only a quarter of the way there. You're going to have to do a lot more digging. But go off, Queen. You know, do what you do. Yeah, Paris, I know. I saw that. So, yeah, because defamation you have to prove in court. And court doesn't want to do that because then that exposes her phones. And if we expose her phones, then maybe we find something else. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what's in there? So, she doesn't want to do that. And you don't want her to do that because then the real exposition happens. So no, that won't happen. And no, it's not a perspective. Yes, there are other people who have suffered at the hands of this cyber mob. That's why they're coming out. That's why they're hitting me up. That's why they're DMing me. That's why they're inboxing me. That's why some people are finding my phone number. There are other victims, people who have suffered at the hands of this cyber mob that is led by KORRA, in my opinion. Allegedly. For the people in the back. So, to me, from my opinion now, and from where I stand, we will not stop. Like I said, the internet works both ways. Oh, Shannon. Do I think I'm going to end up in her book? I certainly hope so. I certainly hope I do. I hope both Stony and I end up in her book. I do. I hope we end up in her book. Yeah, they'll start another GoFundMe, and then they'll raise however much money, and then she'll go on vacation with it, and nothing will ever come of it. And they'll be back enabling her, wishing her the best. And oh my gosh, she's a world traveler. She's a world traveler because she can't seem to make it in the only place where you can really make it in music. I am hot. There's a light on me. It was 96 degrees today. Yeah, it's hot. And I have to turn off the air conditioner to go live because it'll be loud. It'll be loud. I'll turn it back on soon. So, yeah. Yeah. Coffee is making me sweat. No, just actually it's this light. I'm trying to look good for y'all. The light is just hot. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's okay, Patricia. I get it. You have to block a lot of people. In any case, I think I'm going to jump off of here. But, you know, at the end of the day, thank you guys for supporting Stony in her journey. Thank you for supporting me in my journey. We're incredibly grateful because that's what you say to people when you actually appreciate them. You know what I mean? We're incredible. That wasn't necessary. We're incredibly grateful to you guys for being so supportive, to all the ones who have, you know, inboxed me, DM me. Thank you. Thank you for all of the love that you have shared, for sending all the stars, for being here.
No, you misunderstand me. I was talking about them. I'm saying they cannot come and tell bloggers to delete it. Now, I understand the point that you were making. But the good thing about one thing some people do, the only time that it's if you don't react to it properly. Okay, in all the platforms, you have to make changes. And with YouTube, it is very clear. Facebook, I don't know how they judge their own, but I see that they're beginning to talk about original content, how they want to promote original content on Facebook too. So if you're reacting, you have to react properly to make your own video different from the video or from the original video. So if somebody goes and carries his video in full and does not make any changes to it, and all these little like fast forwarding and changing his voice and things like that will not really count. You have to properly change the video. And reaction videos are allowed. You can react to a video, which is what I'm doing right now, reacting to what he's saying. So that's why I play, I pause, I talk, he talks, I counter what he's saying, and that's it. So that's why I was telling you that there's no way they can ask us or ask me to delete this. Do you understand? And it is a good example of what he has said, and he cannot deny it, because in the future, when he finds out who JD is, trust me, he will privatize most of the videos that he's done. That's what most of them they do. They try to distance themselves from him, and one way they do that is by privatizing the videos that they've supported him. Some people actually came out and even apologized that they didn't know the kind of person he was. You understand? But not all of them will do that. They privatize and they stop defending him. So I totally understand you.
On this journey, thank you. Thank you so much. We are very grateful. And we will continue telling the truth no matter what, because truth will set you free. I feel free, sleeping good.
For example, when he had that private chat with that lady had not posted it. And people screenshot it when he said he wanted KORRA to go 6 feet below. As I talk to you today, you will not be able, people that are following this story, like people like Don and this that started 2026 and all of that, or maybe December 2025 to follow KORRA, or November, I don't know when they met. They will not know that those type of statements have been made, because I believe the lady that posted that thing must have deleted it from her page. That's why you have bloggers. Bloggers, when they reshare, it takes a lot to get a blogger to take down something from their page. So that's why people, if you go on Facebook now, you see people like Ingesta and the rest of them are reviving old videos just to refresh people's brain and to put some sense in the head of these two before it gets too late. But I see that these two are not even paying attention. They don't bother. They don't even want to go in and dig a little bit. They don't want to. So we're almost rounding up with this.
Anyway, be blessed. Don't let the witches get you.
Oh no, music. Okay, so that's where he ended this. So yes, that's it. It's exactly 1 hour 10. So let's see what happens next. Like I said, we'll be following the small updates and all of those stuff I will drop here. If you want to listen to Stony part 1, part 2, part 3, and all of that, that you will find on Entertainment Daily. Okay, thank you, Sunshine Charles. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you want to listen to what Stony said that warranted this one to come out and do this video, if you've not, then go to this channel that's showing on your screen right now, Entertainment Daily. You will see the live stream I just did about an hour ago, and there the whole thing that Stony had to say is there. So I believe that a lot is going to be happening on Facebook in a few hours time, or let's see, let's give it 24 hours time, and we'll see how this whole thing is going to turn. But Donna, as I already said, they are working on something behind the scenes, so don't be surprised if you hear a lawsuit or something like that coming up. I think that's where this whole thing is going to go, or they're going to start working on another deportation move that will not work. Well, we'll keep following the story. Let's see how this whole thing unravels. Thank you all so very much, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye. God bless you all.